What's going on, you guys, and welcome back to a different perspective. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button for your boy. We on the road to 100K, y'all. So I came across this content creator. I've seen some of her work before. She goes by It's Your Big Sister on TikTok, and she be spitting some gems. And this is one of those cases where you come across a female and you be like, damn, like, she gets it. She gets where we're coming from as men. She understands, and for the most part, it seems as though she agrees. Now, this is a different perspective, so you can look at it in another way too. You could look at it and be like, you know what, it's a possibility that all she doing is repeating some of the stuff that she is hearing about in regards to how guys are approaching dating or approaching, you know, how they conduct themselves when it comes to women. Maybe she just repeating some of this stuff because she see that there's a train that's being ridden right now and she's trying to hop on board. That is another possibility, but truth be told, honestly, I don't think that's the case, and I could be wrong. She seems pretty genuine to me for the most part, even though she is on TikTok, and a lot of time cute women on TikTok tend to try to berate and look extra cute and make all these little TikTok faces and all this type of stuff. But nonetheless, she's saying some stuff. It makes sense, and I wanted to share some of this stuff with you guys today. So let's dive into this first clip here. We got about 3 of them to look at. Let's go.
Newsflash, your man isn't controlling or insecure just because he doesn't let you do whatever you want in the relationship. Would you let him do whatever he wanted? Relationships have certain sacrifices and certain boundaries that you have to respect in order to keep that person. And if their boundaries don't line up with your desires, then you're probably just not compatible. Stop.
Y'all heard that? Did y'all hear that? She's making a lot of sense.
Putting blame on others.
Let's go back.
Stop putting blame on other people for behaving the way they want to, rather than taking the accountability for the people you choose to give access to.
Precisely. Stop putting blame on people for behaving the way they want to, rather than you just taking accountability for the people you allow yourself to give access to. She couldn't be more right when she says that. I was having a conversation not too long ago with this female that I know. She just kept on going on about how she'd been done wrong by so many men over and over and over. Every guy she's ever been with has done her wrong. And I told her, and females hate, they hate when you try to put them in a position to be accountable for their own actions. I told her, I'm like, look, you chose to be with those men. I'm more than sure there has been many a guys knocking at your door trying to be with you that are good men that would have done right by you, but you chose to be with those other dudes for whatever reason you chose to. And she got so upset. She was like, no, how can you say this? I can't control the way they think. I can't control their actions and why they treated me the way they did. I'm like, look, I'm gonna give you a couple examples. Your baby daddy, before he got you pregnant, he got another woman pregnant while you were in a relationship with him, and you still chose to be with him. If it were me and I was with a woman that got pregnant by another dude while she was in a relationship with me, guess what I'm doing? Walking. Example number 2, the most recent guy that you were dealing with, he told you that he had another woman that he was talking to, and he said clear as day that if he were going to be in a relationship with anyone, it would be the other woman. And you still was chasing him down and being ignored by him and being ghosted by him. And you felt that he owed you something. So imagine, had he gotten into a relationship with you, 5 years down the line, you got pregnant by him, you had a kid, and then you find out that he has been cheating on you with the woman that he wanted to be with in the first place, you're gonna point the fingers at him. When you should have listened to him because he was upfront with you in the first place and told you that if he was gonna be in a relationship, it was gonna be with the other woman. You need to let him go. I tried to tell her, but she allowed her emotions to do the thinking for him. I'm like, you keep on chasing him, you're gonna end up getting hurt. After that, I ain't even gonna lie, she shut up. After I put that in that perspective for her, I think that's what she realized, you know what? I do gotta be more accountable. On to the next clip.
Question for the girls, because I've been thinking about something. Why would you want to be like the men that you hate? Why would you want to imitate behaviors that mirror men you don't want to end up with? Oh, well, I'm a woman and I can do exactly what he does.
Precisely. Y'all remember, if you pay attention to my community tab at all, I had put on the post. Let me look it up. Let me pull it up real quick because I don't want to misquote it. I left this comment. You can't see it because it's all white, but it says, "Hoeing don't heal you." And then I went on to say, I've had a ton of women tell me after they can't find a man to do right by them, that they're just going to turn to the streets. And I tell them, you do realize it's only going to make your situation worse, right? So essentially, women that get so upset and to the point where they feel like they want to hate men or they want to become more like men, to be like, oh, if guys can just go out here and sleep around with a bunch of girls, then I'm going to do the same thing. So just like she said, why become the man that you hate? What sense does that make? But I see women do it all the time. Females that I know personally, they have said, I'm gonna turn to the streets if I can't find a man within the next year or two. All right, go ahead and do that. You're gonna be mad at yourself later on.
You took the behaviors of men that you disliked and decided that that's what gave them power, and you wanted a taste of the power, so now you're behaving like the men that you disliked. In no way, shape, or form will that ever give you a long-term relationship. Stop imitating the men that you don't even want to end up with. Come on, ladies.
Come on, ladies, do better.
Come on, ladies.
Come on, ladies, do better. Listen to the pretty lady. She know what she's talking about. On to the next one.
All right, I'm here to point out another contradiction. Ladies, body shaming has been a topic of conversation for the last few years, and people get canceled for it. But here's my thing. It's considered body shaming when people tell women they're overweight and that they need to lose weight. Or if men have dating standards such as you have to be fit.
Which is mine. It's definitely my dating standard.
And in shape and not overweight. That's considered body shaming and it's to be frowned upon. But it's almost always the first thing that women say. Well, you must be small in your southern region. Or
ain't that something? And when the guy tells you what his preference is in regards to the women that he like, if he says that he like women on the slender side, then the woman response to is, oh, you must got a small D. You gonna body shame a man for having a preference that has nothing to do with body shaming. The preference has nothing to do with body shaming. It's just a preference. But to tell him he has a small D, which is something that he can't control. The size of your body, for the most part, people can control that. If you fat, you can do like me, get in the gym and lose some weight. I'm slimming down. You can tell a little bit, can't you? I know, I'm doing it. And the same thing with height. A man can't help his height, but women shame men for their height all the time.
Or if a man is in a certain height, 6 foot, that he must be considered lesser than other men, both of which are things he cannot control. How is that not considered body shaming?
It's so stupid because some of the women that are saying that, oh, I gotta have a man that is 6 feet or taller, most of them won't end up with a man that is 6 feet or taller because the percentages of men that are that height or above is very slim. So if every woman is walking around here waiting for a man that's 6 feet tall, she gonna be waiting forever. But yeah, man, I love to see it. I love to see that we're in a space now where women are holding women accountable for some of their toxic behavior, some of their toxic ways of thinking. It's for so long, like the Wendy Williams show, like the, what was that other show with all the different women that was sitting at the table, whatever the heck that show was called. For so long, those women had these platforms where they would say and share this toxic stuff to women, and women accepted it as if it was perfectly okay for them to think and behave the way they were. So times are changing, and this stuff really needs to become more mainstream. But for now, it's stuck on the internet. Let's keep sharing it. Let's keep sharing it and getting it out there. But anyway, y'all know what time it is. Like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more. As always, you can follow your boy on the ground, man, Twitter at Artofkickz, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. See ya.